Welcome back to English with Values, where we explore values, language, and the deep currents that run beneath the surface of our lives. Today, we are diving into a topic that often whispers rather than shouts. And we live in an era that constantly encourages us to open up, to share our stories, to believe that vulnerability is strength. But what if there is an equally deep and perhaps more powerful strength in the silence? What if the simple and often unpopular directive, do not tell your pain to anyone, holds a key to a more resilient self? Stick with us because this isn't about being isolated. It's about claiming ownership over our own emotions, and we'll explore the science and the wisdom behind keeping some of our deepest burdens private, moving beyond simple ideas to understand the psychological workings of self mastery. Let's begin by grounding this in something solid, moving beyond just simple ideas. Modern psychology, particularly in the study of resilience, suggests that the quick validation we look for by sharing pain can sometimes block our internal healing. When we repeatedly tell the story of a painful event, we are in a way just replaying the trauma in our brain. This process, known as emotional rehearsal or rumination, can keep us trapped in the past, meaning the wound never quite heals. We need to see the difference between sharing with others and processing internally. This is where languaging the pain comes in. Research shows that when we use specific, complex words, not just I'm sad, but I feel a profound sense of melancholy tinged with disillusionment. To describe a feeling, we activate the parts of brain that help to calm down the emotional intensity coming from our amygdala. This act of cognitive restructuring is best done alone, perhaps in a private journal, giving us intellectual control over the experience. When we share our pain publicly, we risk giving the story and emotional weight of our experience to an audience. Their reaction, pity, judgment, or even just advice can unintentionally take over our own grieving process. Experts suggest that cognitive reappraisal, the process of mentally shifting how we view a painful event without immediate feedback from others, is a mark of true emotional maturity. It's an quiet moment of introspection that the brain starts to make sense of pain, moving it from the raw emotional center to the more rational, problem solving area of the prefrontal cortex. Keeping our deepest pain private, at least at first, allows us to become the sole architect of our own recovery story. Now, let's look closely at the argument that sharing is necessary for connection. Many people feel a constituency argument for sharing. If I don't share, how can others relate? How can I help the world if I don't show my roots? This is a beautiful thought, but it often comes with an unseen price, and we need to understand the fallout of this constant public disclosure. When we consistently talk about our pain publicly, we risk creating a pain identity. Our trauma can become the main thing people know about us, leading to a form of unintentional self pity. People start to see us not as the whole individual, but as the one who went through X. And this is the main issue with the constituency argument. By constantly asking for external validation, we create an unhealthy dependence where our self growth becomes tied up with being a victim. Furthermore, sharing pain often brings sympathy, which is a less valuable emotion than empathy. Sympathy creates distance, I feel bad for you. Empathy creates connection, I feel with you. But often, what we receive in a wave of well meaning, ultimately shallow sympathy that makes us feel validated for a moment but doesn't actually help us heal. The energy we spend carefully explaining our pains and griefs to others is energy that should be used for the internal work of healing, which requires deep thought and building a new self directed future. The real goal isn't just to be heard, it's to overcome. The most effective way to overcome is to treat our pain as a sacred personal resource, a fuel for change that we nurture internally, protected from outside judgment, ensuring our story remains authentic and solely owned by us. This leads to a critical idea dignity, which is the defining quality of an adult thing we must learn to embrace. There is immense, heart touching dignity in private endurance. We are talking about the difference between looking for a quick fix through public release and understanding the slow, difficult work of self repair. The phrase heals your pain might sound harsh, but it speaks to a kind of emotional self control, a chosen inner strength. It means putting on our own emotional heels, standing tall and choosing to walk forward with the burden, knowing that we are strong enough to carry it. It is about refusing to let our suffering become a way to get attention or social currency. The adult thing is recognizing that some pain is just part of human experience. It's the cost of meaningful life. A powerful example is the quiet strength of someone who continues their daily work and family life right after a major, invisible personal loss. They might feel deep, intense grief, but they choose to separate that pain not by ignoring it, but out of deep sense of responsibility and self-respect. They don't need the world to stop for them. They choose to integrate the grief while continuing to move forward, understanding that the continuity of life is often the best medicine for despair. When we choose not to tell everyone our deepest pain, we are using that power. We are saying, this experience is mine. I will process it, I will integrate it, and I will emerge stronger, not because others validated me, but because I validated myself. This is a profoundly self respecting way to manage grief and trauma. It turns the pain from a public wound into a private teacher, ensuring that our healing is an achievement of willpower, not a result of public pity. So perhaps the lesson isn't about never sharing anything, it's about discernment, which is the wisdom to know when and how to share. It's about understanding that choosing to keep certain burdens private is not an act of hiding emotions, it is an act of self preservation and self empowerment. It allows our pain to become the foundation of our inner strength rather than a public show that can be easily affected by other people's opinions. We are not suggesting emotional isolation but selective vulnerability, choosing only those few people whose absolute trust and genuine empathy can truly help us. Not just listen to our problems. The key takeaway for us as we continue to learn is that true strength lies not in eloquences of your confession, but in the quiet, confident story we build for ourselves. The quiet victory is this: we know the depth of our battle and we know the strength it took to win. And that knowledge is enough. It is the silent, profound proof of our resilience. Let's use our pain as the private fuel for our public success and let the result be our testimony to the power of private endurance. Thank you for tuning in and navigating this complex topic with us. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon button. Thank you so much for listening.